Alright, so we are less than 24 hours until the official launch. For me, it's 17 hours until JJK Fan Park comes out. And with that, they are giving us basically the content we're going to get for the next 2 weeks. And this basically confirms the rest of November and when exactly we could be seeing Yuta and Geto. Alright, now we'll go over this completely. We'll talk about the units we're getting. And I mean, it's looking pretty good. Okay, I think this is a bit of an introductory part. And my main thing is when are we seeing the illusory tower, right? Because they said it's going to be early implementation for the illusory tower, which is like the end game content. But early when? Like, are we saying like around end November, like when Yuta comes out, or even further when like Hollow Purple comes out, right? We'll need to see. So then, number one, let's pull this one up. So limited time launch event. So it's confirmed that we have the UG's gacha with this memory, which I will pull up. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then we got a story event. And then afterwards we do have Junpei. Okay, so let's just look at what we have for now. So for 2 weeks, we're gonna have Itadori with this memory, which is perfectly equal taijutsu and jujutsu with relatively high HP. Then for the effect, it's going to be increasing both taijutsu and jujutsu. And then afterwards, at Limit Breaker 3, it's going to increase it a bit more by 5%. And then when own alt gauge is full, increases own taijutsu and jujutsu by 15% for 2 times. So overall, for the units you're going to be getting at launch, like the main SSRs, it's not really going to help too many people when you think of it. Because look, let's see. So Gojo, well, he works off of Jujutsu with some Taijutsu, but in general, it's more Jujutsu that you're gonna be focusing, okay? And then Itadori is more Taijutsu because he has no Jujutsu, okay? So that's another big example. And then I think even Nobara, I mean, which one does she focus on more? So she goes more off of Jujutsu here, right? So that's another thing to realize, right? It's based more off of Jujutsu. So like the big time SSRs that you're probably gonna want are like that. And then someone in the future like him, it's well here actually, yeah, sure there is some, but there's gonna be future memories for him when he comes out, right? So I'd say that for right now, like this memory is not too crazy to like someone on this gacha for because Itadori is also like gonna be featured, and it's like, do you like? I mean, sure, you could go ahead and summon for Itadori, but I feel like a lot of people are going for different things. So that's number one. Now then, a homesick horizon. I would like to pull this up. Do we have? So this came out a bit later, but this is the memory we got, which has equal taijutsu jujutsu with pretty high HP, increasing taijutsu. So this one's gonna be pretty good for Itadori. Okay. If you want to get Itadori, this is the one you're going to want to use because you could select when you use this and then decrease damage received with a pretty high taijutsu increase. So that's my personal opinion. You're going to want to use this for Itadori probably early on. And then we got Junpei. Now he is pretty late. He is 11 days after launch, which I mean, listen, it's not really that bad, but when you consider for JP, it was 8 days. No, 9. It was 9. Here it's 11, which I don't know. Increasing it's a bit odd to me. Am I tweaking? No, it is 9. It is 9. Guys, I can't count. I can't count. Okay, so 9 days actually is not that bad then. Yeah, no. 9 days is good. And then afterwards we get the map events. So I think it's following the same schedule pretty much to a T right now. So let's pull everything up. We're going to pull up the gacha first, okay? And then we'll pull up, well, the memories. So, I already went over. Well, I'm gonna go over Junpei soon, but he's not really the best. Okay, so he's gonna like be a bit of a damage dealer, but not really too well. So he's gonna also be taunting, attracts all enemies attacks to self 1 time for 1 turn, then decreases all allies damage received and attack nullification 1 time. That's the problem, 1 time. So like you can't take damage here. There's not much damage reduction. If this was like 50% for him, maybe it'd be a bit better. Then even like his ult is not really that crazy, just decreasing damage, but not doing too much damage itself. It doesn't really have many damage multipliers, okay? And then his skill 3 is going to do poison for 3 turns. Cool, decreasing the amount of damage they do, but like just decreasing the damage they do with the taunt that isn't that crazy to me doesn't warrant a summon unless you really like Junpei. Okay, that's like my personal thoughts right now. And let's go to the this. So basically, this is equal taijutsu jujutsu HP, and then when you use a command skill, your basic skills or alt recovers own cursed energy by 15. And then at Limit Breaker 1, at the start of the 6th turn from the start of battle, increases all enemies' Jujutsu damage received by 10%. If the enemy is afflicted by continuous Jujutsu damage poison status, increases the enemy's damage received by 20%. So, I'd say skip. Okay, you need to put this on Junpei with this at Limit Breaker 1. But then this to me is not that crazy. If I'm being honest, I'd rather different things. So, yeah. I would not summon on this, okay? I would not. I hope you wouldn't. Now then, there is also, is it that one? Yes. So now Gojo's is more Jujutsu. Okay, so this could be one you use for the future in the future for Gojo. When Commander alt skill is activated, increases own damage dealt by 60%, very strong. And then if your own HP is below 50% at the start of turn, increased own cursed energy consumption efficiency for 3 turns. So, like, this one's going to be pretty good with the damage and higher Jujutsu. You'll take it, right? I think this is not going to be bad, right? But I would not summon on Junpei, honestly, for this. I'll make a full, in-depth, like, what banner to summon on video later. But for now, that's going to be it. Now, we're also going to have to talk about some other events after this. But first of all, let's open this. Within 7 days after creating a character as a new player, you can earn up to 2100 cubes, so 7 pulls. Great. Then here, so within 7 days after creating a character as a new player, you can earn SSR, recollection bits, and other awesome rewards. Okay, we'll take it. So this one, let me try to find it. Rarity SSR. Okay, so it's Itadori and then those two at the side. There we go. So, equal everything. And then recovering HP and then decreasing damage received. For a tank, if you're trying to use Panda or Miwa, this is going to be a very, very good memory to have at launch for sure. Then launch gifts bonus is going to be there for 2 weeks, and then friend invitation is going to be there. So they said they're going to do this every half month, so every 2 weeks, which means in about 2 weeks' time we're going to get this again, which I am all for. Now then, we have to look at a couple other things after this, right? So if it's following the same schedule, like to a T in terms of day span, well, that means, let's see. So then, let's see. This is also going to confirm when Yuta and Co comes out. So that was 9 days later, and then after that, we got what? A week later. Is there the 31st? Okay, November ends on the 30th. So that means 6 days after that, we're gonna get this. Okay, which is gonna be an SR gacha with new memories, and then 11 days later, we're gonna get Yuta. Okay, so this means in 18. Well, we could say, I think it would be, what, so, okay, from launch, it's 9 days. It would be 24 days after launch, but they're probably gonna bump it up a bit if we're being real. I feel like they will. This would be pretty much the 30th or the 1st of December, which I hope isn't the case. Well, actually, it's better that than a bit earlier for me because of Black Clover mobile content. I'd rather be after the 26th because that's when anniversary is. But if it's like around the 1st, that's great. Okay, so this is a banner you're going to want to summon for. Okay, Yuta, is Yuta first of all. And then he's just a very good unit who's able to just give out AoE heals, right? So you're really going to be saving a bit until then. I'd say if you're free to play. If not, have fun just summoning on standard and Itadori. I don't think Junpei is the banner to go for, if we're being real. But overall, this is not bad. This is actually not bad. I just hope that they kind of throw in more content along the way and don't just release everything that happened on JP onto global, because if you're a year ahead of JP, you could throw in some extra stuff to maybe make it 6 months or 8 months, but I would say that would be overall better. So besides that, that's it, right? That's it. We found out the banner schedule. We found out it is the same as JP, and with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.